If you think we need animal protein to thrive, think again. Gone are the days of strict dietary requirements. We live in the age of nutritional choices based on a person's biochemical individuality. In other words, choose the foods that work best for your body. Today on A Million Ways to Live, we spend the day with Rich Roll, one of the fittest men on the planet who went against all mainstream marketing and hype and shut his critics up by listening to the innate wisdom of his own body. Through trial and error, Rich learned that the optimal fuel for his mind and body was one based on vegan principles. Since then, he has conquered the Ultraman Challenge, a grueling 3-day, 320-mile endurance race, and followed it up with the Epic 5 Challenge, completing 5 Ironman triathlons on 5 different Hawaiian islands in less than a week.
My journey towards eating plant-based was kind of an easy decision because at the time my wife was already vegetarian. I knew she was healthy and I wasn't, so it was an easy decision to jump on the household bandwagon. First thing I did was a juice fast, which was grueling and brutal and painful. It was very much like coming off drugs. And at the time, I didn't think that my junk food habit was an addiction until I felt those withdrawal symptoms. But once the fog cleared, I knew I was never going back to my old way of life because I'd never experienced such levels of clarity and energy and focus before. Then the next question, of course, is what are you going to eat now? I decided to adopt a vegetarian diet, but I quickly realized that just because I was vegetarian, that did not necessarily mean that I was healthy. There are plenty of unhealthy vegetarian and vegan junk foods out there, and believe me, I ate all of them thinking I was healthy. French fries, potato chips, vegan cupcakes, pancakes, even Oreos are technically vegan. After about 6 months of being a junk food vegetarian, I had played it out. I was back on the couch, I hadn't lost any weight, my energy levels had plummeted again, and I thought, what would happen if I got rid of all the processed foods? What would happen if I got rid of all the dairy products? What would happen if I went 100% entirely whole food, plant-based? Once I started looking past the labels and choosing high-quality, nutrient-dense superfoods like quinoa and avocados, started embracing a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, my energy levels restored, and I felt like I did in the latter days of that juice cleanse. I was so energized, I had to go outside and start exercising again.
Even though the triathlon is an individual event, Rich knows that a supporting cast is the most important part of any successful venture. For Rich, there's no one more important to his team than his wife, Julie.
My greatest enemy has always been me. Left to my own devices, I will generally self-sabotage any effort towards getting healthy. But I'm lucky enough to be married to Julie, and Julie has always been my rock. She provides me unconditional love and support, and she's also been an amazing teacher, introducing me to things like meditation and yoga, things that are rejuvenating my body after intense training days. Life is about balance. Everything Julie is and stands for represents that balance for me.
Good things don't come easy. Starting at ground zero, Rich pushed his body to levels only few humans have ever experienced. Milestones like that don't just happen overnight.
Trying to find efficiencies and ways to streamline your life is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do have a problem when the hacking, the life hacking, the biohacking becomes the destination rather than a tool. Hacks may trick the human mind into thinking something has been accomplished, but you can't trick the body. The human body is constantly adapting to the environment you place it in, and a quick hack simply is not going to offset years of bad habits. Rather than focusing on shortcuts and hacks, do the internal work to find out what makes your heart beat hardest. When you find your purpose and calling, follow it with all of your heart and soul. You've got to stick with it. And if you do, you'll find that your journey will be the most amazing adventure you can possibly imagine.